Oh my gosh. I don't know what the hell you're going to do with him. Honestly, he's like a damn side of beef.
Holds the fourth spot all time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign. To me, that is amazing. And so here's Denver. The Mavericks making the shot. Browns.
Believe this.
What is it?
Thompson.
This morning, there was an attempted takeover of a U.S. detention camp in the North Sound. We believe that the timing of this uprising was set to coincide with the transfer of international fugitive Raymond Reddington.
MP looking around. Deep two from Murray. Good in the assist
I'm not
goes to
taking any questions right now, but
Such a
I can
well-rounded
confirm
offensive player. He's
the
got a
north
little bit of
of Raymond Reddington. No.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former third overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch.
And again for three.
Well, as the three-point bombs keep raining down, he's just moved up one more rung on the all-time list for three-pointers in a rookie season.
The three-point prowess is evident. Such a huge addition to this team. And it's Davis with the jam.
Using that length, Davis turning a miss into a make. Bonus points for his team.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaCourse.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Utah was all business. He picked up 29 points, and once again, he was lights out.
Liz, I don't think I'm the first one who's looked into your memory. You know, I've never been treated. You may not remember. You may have been really young. I think someone may have tried to block your memory without fire. I didn't make it up. The people in the events, they have been there, but in different roles. I know this is difficult to comprehend. You told me you never knew what really happened. I'm telling you that the only people who could tell you what's really happened are the people who want you to.
Out from distance, continuing what has been a solid stretch of games for him. Will we see more of the same here tonight? We'll see. Back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, or might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass. Instead, we'll see.
Wide open look here for Murray. A three-pointer is right on target. Murray's got 5 now.
This is Murray's game, a shoot-first combo guard who's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
You lie.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Clyde. Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Irving at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star.
Let's work. Offset 3-8-2-8.
We have a situation. This work. Offset 3828. We have a situation.
Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Martin Wilcox, we spoke on the phone.
Of course, Detective, thanks for coming. Susan, this is Detective Wilcox with Metro PD. I brought him up to speed.
Mrs. Ames will do whatever we can to find your husband.
Thanks.
And he can extend the lead to double digits.
Disappears sometimes to Atlantic City, once to Vegas, but he always calls, and he's never gone for more than a few days.
I understand there's some incidents that happened before his absence.
Eugene came home. He said he got an anonymous tip about trespassers over by one of the Marina Dells. So Lieutenant went to check it out, came back about an hour later, said he got the scare of his life. He ran into an FBI agent on one of the old ships. Said she pulled out a gun as he was boarding.
An FBI agent.
Said the FBI was looking for 2 fugitives who escaped Cumberland the night before. If something happened to Eugene, it's got to be one of them. Don't you think?
This agent he spoke with. Is there a chance your husband got a name?
I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Daniel Gafford
Special
checked
Agent
in for
Elizabeth
Davis.
Keene.
Tim Hardaway Jr. checked in for Denver.
Like it.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I think it contains some kind of message.
Where'd you get it?
I need you to see if you can figure out what it is, how it works.
There are people who are far more qualified at this kind of thing than me.
But none that I know and trust.
I hope I'm interrupting.
Yes.
No. You're not answering your phone.
So
I'll leave a
will
message.
bring it up for Denver.
2 in
A
fact.
fantastic
Even in
stretch
case
this group has
Agent
strung
Keene.
together. 8 wins
That's
and
not how this
counting.
works.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group.
I know exactly
They're
how this works.
fist
You
at
lie. Say what you need to say to make me believe you
which has
actually
made
care.
them
That's
tough
not true.
to beat.
You're after the
Good on the
Fulcrum.
second
That's why
free
you're
throw.
here.
Well, you think about
God's told me
somebody
to
who has
protect me or whatever
flourished as a
spin you're selling
sidekick.
today.
That's Aaron
Well, I'm not
Gordon.
buying it.
He's
From this
really
point on,
found
there's no
himself
reason
as
for
a
us to
player the
talk unless
last
it's
few
about the
years. Of
work.
course, he's now an
I
NBA
know that's
champion.
work.
That certainly has to help his
I think
confidence.
you'll find today's
Well, now
most
it's
intriguing
12
story on page 20.
There's MP.
Warner.
According to Uzbek
knocks his
authorities,
way
Father
inside.
Alexander
And
Nabiev
obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here
You're
tonight.
intrigued
That's
because
how
a
it
priest
goes
was
with them to me.
kidnapped.
No,
These hot
I'm
streak
intrigued
guys
because
don't
the
last
priest is
minutes,
not a priest.
They last days.
From what I hear,
Irving
Father
misses.
Nabiev is an agent of the
Denver's got the
CIA.
cold from deep in
That's
the
a
second
crime,
quarter.
Agent
Just
Keene.
2
Going
of
back to
6
the
from
Cold
long
War,
range.
the CIA
What
has a
an
long
incredible
and
game
controversial
so far for
history of using
MP. He's showing
religious
no
figures
signs
as
of slowing
spies.
down.
In
Dallas
violation of
leading by
executive
3.
orders, internal
Pass to
CIA
Thompson.
policy, and promises made by every president since Ford.
And you know who kidnapped this agent?
I do.
Oh, good on the triple.
Unfortunately, he's an
Without
associate
that
of mine.
three-ball drop,
His name is Ruslan
should have done
Denisov. He
more
commands a
on that
nasty
last
little
play.
band of separatists known
Gordon
as
with the screen for
SRU. Translated, they're the Supreme Republic of a free, righteous, and independent Uzbekistan. I told Ruslan it was a bit much, but he can be quite melodramatic, not to mention violent and entirely
And some of the
unreasonable.
best shooters we've
Politics
ever
are
had
his
in the
passion,
NBA are
and to
on
fund his
this
separatist
list. I don't
agenda,
think it's
he's
an
become something of an
understatement to say
abduction.
we could be witnessing
Specializing
a
in
generational
senior
talent.
executives of
Kyrie
foreign
Irving,
corporations,
special.
working in
as
or
skilled a
passing
player
through
as you'll ever
residential
see when it
housing
comes
for rent.
to handling
This
the
is
ball and scoring in
market
close.
standard.
The three
Your
from
company has
MT.
made it clear
And
it has
again,
no
it's
interest
the Nuggets from deep.
He's found his rhythm
And you
from
do
deep,
business
and,
with
and
this
you
man.
can see
Don't
the
underestimate
confidence.
the
Yeah, I'd be
usefulness
confident
of
too.
a nasty
As a matter
man
of
of
fact, I mean,
armed
if you're
separatists,
stacking up
but
threes the way he is,
lately
I mean, he's
Ruslan's
doing all
been
his work from
breaking
behind the arc.
promises.
And so
His
it's
temper
MP
has
making
helped me and
things
my
happen for the
partners
Nuggets.
considerably
And
more
he
than he's worth.
continues
So
to
everybody
torment
wins.
them from three-point
You
range.
help us rescue
A
the
total of
agent, we
5
eliminate
threes
foreign
for him in the
news.
game now. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
You have more than a blacklister to worry about this time in the CIA. I'll do whatever it takes to keep this quiet.
Richard Gagnon, Executive VP for a
Welcome to
French
our
video component
halftime show.
manufacturer.
Some
Here he is
excellent
before he was
basketball so
taken,
far
and here
with
he
Denver
is.
in a close game.
Today, SRU released him in exchange for $2 million
This
cash.
is why so many teams
We have a list of
trying
over
to play
30
with
victims.
pace.
Don't understand, this guy
defense
makes a
just couldn't
fortune
match
taking
up with
coke
them in the
sex.
space.
Now he takes a CIA agent. Why change the business
All
model?
right,
It's fun to
next,
ask.
let's
Sorry,
look
but
at some of the
people's faith in
possible
sacred religion
entrants
should be off
into
limits to
this
spies.
year's dunk
Wouldn't work in my country.
Yeah, well, the agency
Some
knows the law,
impressive
so
names
they've
on
gone
here.
this far.
Any interest in
going on
lacing
in that
up
area?
your sneaks and finally
It's a simple
competing in
question,
one of
Mr.
these?
I
Is
don't
Father
wanna embarrass
Nabiev
these
an
young guys
operative
with
of
my
the
hot
CIA
team. You know
or
there's
not?
2 inches
We
where
all
I
know
have
that
to
would be
fade it.
illegal.
That's not an answer to my question.
Yeah, nice out.
To my knowledge. Look, I didn't call this meeting to make a case.
And that is a wrap.
Now
let's take it back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
If you were our man, I'm saying if the agency would prefer to handle this on its own.
If an American citizen has been kidnapped overseas, that's FBI jurisdiction. If he's your asset, I can keep you involved. If not, you're out.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been
Agent Cooper, your
fairly
task
even
force
so
will
far.
run points on the
You look at
investigation
MP
and
in this
any
one,
hostage
he's been everywhere.
He's putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Second half is underway, and here's who David Edelman's got on the floor. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Floyd in at the small forward.
We would not be negotiating with Ruslan.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy. That fluidity is the result of countless hours.
We're being watched. 1 o'clock.
I didn't notice that. He's checking out Hugo Boss on the corner. Whoever he is, he's a Fed. That suit wasn't bought on government salary.
The other one, the watercolorist, she
In the gym, and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us.
No
Allie?
sheets.
Thanks, guys. Kyrie Irving, so admired by his head coach, and Jason Kidd said, Kai is a
same time
special
next
dude.
year,
He wants to be
Mr.
pushed
Art
to
Expo,
understand the game at the
Sims.
highest level and to be pushed to the highest level. What's more, I don't think he's afraid of failing. Kevin, back to you.
Great mentality.
She said, "Maybe you got
with
that."
that report.
promise
Great
to
job
help.
as always, Allie.
I
Thanks.
should be an effective resource of thousands of miles from the action.
It's not safe. We just saw the CIA at the airport. They see you, I'll be sure to say hello.
Davis with the
Uzbekistan has
screen
no
on
extradition treaty with the
Shot
United
to
States.
stop the
Who are your
run.
friends over there?
Again, Irving missing.
And all the games here in the second half, they have not started well.
It's actually in the hole in the wall.
And here's MP
You
for
took
three.
that far.
And again,
You took
it's
that
Nuggets.
far. I got you, baby. Baby, I'll tell you the good thing I put for you.
MP looking solid from there.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Welcome to my country.
The FBI in Uzbekistan. For years, I've tried to get your attention. Now here you are. Because the only thing Americans understand is violence.
If you know so much about Americans, you'd know that our government doesn't pay ransoms to terrorists.
One man's terrorist, another man's freedom fighter. I don't want your money. Not for myself anyway. As you can see, business is good. I took the agent Burt for another reason completely.
Burt. That's his name?
Almost 25 years ago, my country sold an American company, Aramco Oil, the rights to build a pipeline through Tashkent to Abidjan region.
Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some
Bored.
of the top young talents in the game. Who will be recognized as the best of the best? Look at Flag. He's been a big-time contributor for his team so far.
Wasn't deep
We're right
play.
back into the season, and he's
Hundreds of villages have been killed.
With more or less a half a season
sick,
behind
and
us,
the company does nothing.
what
Our
unlimited
lawyers are no match for your wealthy
What the
attorneys.
future holds, I
The
mean,
American
how about
embassy
what
looks
he's
away.
doing
And
now?
the CIA is
He
here,
has done.
watching,
Put
doing
himself at
nothing,
number 2 in those
reporting
rankings
on any
with some
threats to American
performance.
interest.
Mr.
Joined
Denisov,
now by our
I took one of
producer.
theirs.
Do we have him, guys? Okay, we do.
Vice
We have
President
a call
Nicole,
coming
I
in
tell
from
you
Sean
that there are
Tarani.
chemicals in the water
Sean,
that we
thanks for
drink.
joining us.
There
What
are
do you
children
have?
bathing. But
Well,
he says
guys,
no.
a lot of excitement about this
The company
upcoming
that tests
2026 draft
water
class,
is safe.
but quietly, some scouts
Started
are
at this
really
playoffs.
concerned about the quality of prospects in the class of 27.
Ooh, that would have been
Now,
my
there's
board
still
if you
time
had
for
if
players
he had
to
made
emerge,
that. That would have
and
been my
expect
board.
this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report.
Yes.
Murray, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Thompson.
I give him back to you now. To show you my good faith. So you can show the others the truth. The negotiations for your agent Brooke begin tomorrow. Back to you now. Show you my good faith, so you can show the others the truth. The negotiations for your agent Brooke begin tomorrow.
We saw hostages, at least 4. I don't think Agent Burke is one, but he's probably there. We've got to find that compound.
It won't be easy. The local army can't even find them.
We got your photo of the guy Denisov released, the Aneka VP, compared it to known company execs, and got a match. Jeffrey Hanover.
Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging
That's the
around
thing.
I ain't even touched that nigga.
What I can tell.
And
The
Elijah
Aneka
Jamal
VP
Murray.
are missing.
That is his
I know, baby. Look at y'all. I thought I was playing out. He gets over play.
From long range.
Whatever it was eating at
It's
Hanover's
moved in by
flesh, it wasn't just water.
He should survive. His skin has been burned, corroded.
And the chemicals?
It's certainly consistent with prolonged exposure to benzene and polycyclic hydrocarbons, commonly associated with oil development.
Thank you, Doctor. Agent Ressler, Dean Walker, EVP at Anakin. Just wanted to say thanks for bringing Jeff home. It's all part of the job. I just flew in. Company sent me straight away. If there's anything you need, I'm here to help. Yeah, I doubt that. We saw you this morning watching us at the airport. How long have you really been here? 3 weeks. The company sent me to deal with Denisov, see if we could work something out. Privately, Jeff's family wanted it that way. They were afraid if the FBI got involved. You're the ones who were afraid. Panica's got nothing to hide. This leak Denisov keeps talking about, he's the one responsible. It's a scam. His men sabotaged the pipeline and demand a fortune because the locals are getting
24
sick.
points for him.
So this is how you respect my operation. I told you you have no authority here.
Denisov contacted us.
I'm trying to do.
MP's got
Case,
assist
but if
number 8
Denisov
now.
wants to talk to the FBI,
not an
option. It's an option. If Denisov says it's an option, he's the one who's holding an American hostage.
Yes, a Frenchman, a German, and many others.
Sorry, you can't order us not to talk to him.
I could arrest you and your partner for interfering in my investigation.
What investigation? You've been tracking this guy and his group for over a year. Still abducting innocent people, holding them for ransom.
You and your partner will remain at the Toshman Hotel.
Irving's got 11 points.
That's his second tray of this half of the game. He's got
Be a
9
lot longer
points
than
from
you
beyond
bargained
the
for.
arc.
MP outside.
Well, you certainly make friends fast.
And
Truth is, I'm impressed. Not with you, Jerusalem. You've never really struck me as a man of the people.
Defense
The guy's a
is far too
psychopath.
slow to close
Over his
out
head.
on those
Doesn't know
3-point
anything about
attempts.
And those
pipelines.
triples, they sure do
You're
add up
keen
quickly,
and
don't they?
late.
I mean,
You're having room service. Are you in the doghouse?
they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Well, that's a
How about
shame.
the amazing crossover there?
She's going to miss the
Demonstrating
most
exactly how
tantalizingly
dangerous he can be
delicious
when
horror.
he's got the rock in his hand.
Ruslan's a criminal. Even if Annika comes to the table, Denisov would have no idea what to ask
Man, I
for.
love to see that.
Guy doesn't even know enough to know what he wants. The lawyer is going to eat him for lunch.
in the third quarter of the
Maybe
game.
right. When's the next sit down? Tomorrow morning. Well, given your new entourage, I gather
and converts on the double clutch layup.
You know, he
Actually,
didn't need to make the layup
Woods got
complicated.
that
I mean,
covered.
it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Good on the 3-point shot.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as
Mr.
they could have
Denisov,
hoped for
thank you for your
today.
willingness to talk to us. The Bureau spoke with Annika Oil, and the good news is they want to fix this.
MP grabs
That was
the
good
miss.
news.
Just a
To be
solid
honest,
performance on the
I was a little
interior.
worried.
The rebounding
I mean,
has been
who
off
am
the
I?
charts.
I'm just a criminal. I don't know enough to know.
Yeah, you
I
look
War
across
for
the
nothing.
board, it's
I would
actually
not be negotiating this deal myself.
shaping up to be a great game.
I've decided to bring in a
strong
professional,
performances
someone to
throughout,
make
and
sure that
they've
the
really
company
been strong on
lawyers
the
will
glass.
eat me for lunch. Mr. Denisov, it is my pleasure to be here. Hello. My name is
And the
Raymond
last second
Reddington, and you are?
attempt doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Lunch.
Nuggets
Mr.
ahead.
Denisov, it is my pleasure to be here. Hello.
A chance
My
now
name
to
is
hear
Raymond
Jason Kidd
Reddington, and
talking
you
to
are?
his team moments ago.
We're not talking to each other. offensively or defensively.
Spoken to my agents, they assure me Agent
And
Burke
Coach
is
Jason
alive.
Kidd citing one of the things
So,
that can
where are
happen
you?
over the course of an
I think
evening.
we're concerned.
Breakdown
We're
and
driven to a
communication.
village less than 40 miles from the SRU compound. They saw the damage being done by the pipeline firsthand. Wait, few people know where the compound is located. They don't know the exact location, but based on drive time and the terrain they encountered, we think the compound is somewhere near the southeast base of the Zarafshan range. We can have a Black Ops team on the ground tonight. That would be a mistake. We don't know with certainty if Agent Burke is even there. I'm willing to take that chance. Destroy the trust they're trying to build with Denisov, as well as endanger the lives of those still on the ground.
I agree. At this point, a raid is premature.
Brown.
Agent Cooper, I'm assuming your informant can be of assistance.
One of the things you like about Brown is that he's just
right
got
at
a
the center
good
of
feel
this.
for
Then we stay
how to
the
play
course
and
for now.
how to get his
See to it
offense
that
going from
every
a
one of
variety
your
of
interests
spots.
and expectations are met or exceeded.
MP.
Yes,
What are
sir.
you doing?
I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Did I screw up already?
You're not really going to negotiate
Can let
against
them
them, are you?
You're
You're going to
do it.
insist that our interaction be strictly professional.
You gave us this case to help us get the agent back, not represent the other side.
Agent team
Catching
in
the
this
defense
world,
with
there
their
are no
guard down
sides,
and
only
making them
players.
pay.
Are we really supposed to
trailed
sit
by
here and
14.
hammer out a deal?
Absolutely not. I was thinking we might get out for a bit. The first day of negotiation is rather like the first day of
That's
school.
got to happen
Get out.
if they want to have a
Well,
chance to turn this
it's
thing
honestly
around. I mean, he needs
Shall we?
to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
MP knew exactly where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do with that one.
What they're smelling is
No
good
fucking
faith.
ball.
Come and pollute
And
the
so
noise
it's
production.
Irving with it.
It's in the
Bringing
air
it
we
up for the
breathe.
Dallas Mavericks.
The food we eat.
And it's good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean,
Does that
it's
work?
a lot of height to give up.
Percentages ingested.
MP.
That's been enormous. Damage internal organs, lung, liver, and kidney failure.
Somewhere 6,000 miles away, the beam counters and a board.
There's MP getting that orange where he needs it to go.
Concluded that these people aren't worth the
Dallas
cost
has
of
gotten 3 of their 6
responsibly maintaining
quarters
their
to fall here in the
pipeline.
fourth.
The exact guy I talked
This
to,
screen
he said
got
your men
Murray.
were sabotaging the pipeline. Said it was a scam.
My youngest brother
The
died
three
of
doesn't go.
poisoning last year.
The Nuggets leading by 14.
So who's the hostage here, Agent Burke or these poor devils? Look, I don't care what math they did. No company can ignore
And
this.
so just rolling
Only
to
if
the
someone
finish
can
line
prove
now
the
in
truth.
what has been
Annika
a
spent
very
a fortune on
confident-looking
lobbyists
performance
to make sure that
for the Nuggets.
maybe we can contact the State Department, see if they can apply some
Yeah,
pressure.
Kevin, every time they left a man open,
Try and clean up this
Steve,
mess.
he'd get a good
I
shot.
can see to it
at the
that Agent
basket,
Burke is
didn't
released on
hesitate,
honor.
and that aggression paid
See?
off.
And a
No
milestone
sides.
win for the season.
Only
This
players.
increased their victory total to 20 wins even.
And
Team.
once the horn sounds,
I'm glad I caught you. You know, you're not an easy woman to reach.
in the season series.
I'm sorry, who's
Still
this?
2 more
Detective
games
Martin
upcoming.
Wilcox, Metro PD. Assistant Director Cooper's office gave me your number. I hope I caught you at no time.
What's up, Detective?
I'm logging into this
In
missing
between these
persons
teams,
case.
so we could have a
It
few more
actually works for the
twists and
PD.
turns
It's
down the road.
Lieutenant
What a
Ames,
tremendous
TC Harbor
standout
officer.
performance it was for
How can I
MP.
help?
I heard that you
Just
two ran into each other up on one of the
points
Harbor
from
rigs.
him.
Looks like you
Nobody
gave
can
him one
do
of your
much
business
to keep
cards.
him from dropping it in.
Right,
He does
right.
not
I think you said
Hey,
something
it
about
was a good
FBI
look.
searching for
One he
fugitives out of
normally
Cumberland thing. I've made a few calls, and
Jokic
nobody
sets the
seems to know anything
screen for
about it.
MP.
Well, that's because it didn't happen. It was a cover. I couldn't share why with the lieutenant at the time.
Any chance you can share it with me now? Might help me clear this case.
5 on the
I'm
clock.
sorry.
Here
You're gonna
is
have to tell me
Gordon.
something. I mean,
MP
being out there alone,
outside.
throwing your weapon,
Murray.
giving a false
It's gonna be a
story, raises some
24-second
questions.
shot clock
I've
violation.
already
They
said
turn it
more than I
over.
can say. May I ask, Lieutenant Ames, who reported him missing?
His wife, married 32 years.
Well, I hope you find him, Detective. Good luck.
And here's Russell.
You told Bruce Hahn the State Department is open to the idea of an inquiry.
You touched your baklava.
You told him and he's not interested?
Just one bite.
I didn't come here for the I came here to talk about the negotiations.
People have deal. People have food.
I shouldn't be long now. Watch closely, Lizzie. Everything easy. You ain't gonna be long now. Get eyes on the SRU compound. You spoke to Commander Koshan? Yes, sir. He understands we want this resolved tonight. I want full deniability for the agency. Get out in public, far away when this happens. We've been ordered to stand down, but local authorities dealing with local issues. Nothing we can do about that. Understood.
1 for 5. You go. I love that
It's
shit.
like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
From long range, MP fire. Got it. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just...
Balanced on the way to the night. Nothing given is unearned. Nothing taken that has been used. This is the pure essence of negotiation. From the game. Letting go. Seduction.
What's wrong?
Commander, we searched all the buildings. There is no sign of the hostages, including the American.
When exactly did this happen?
Last night around 2100 hours. Horseback Special Forces reporting a full-scale raid of the compound.
It was the CIA, the man in the restaurant. He wanted to be seen in public.
What about Burke? Went this damn far, they better have found him alive.
According to the official report, they haven't found him at all.
It was an all-out assault. At least a dozen SRU fighters were killed by an army unit led by
Commander Koshan.
How the hell did he know how to find the compound?
Hayworth. The son of a bitch was ordered to stand down.
Harold, good. I want you to hear this.
You know this wasn't our move.
the CIA.
The CIA did what the CIA does. I expected as much, which is why Agent Burke and the other hostages were moved from that compound. The question is, why on earth he would share the compound's location with the very people I advised you not to trust?
I'll deal with Hayworth.
Oh, Hayworth is the least of your troubles now. I warned you about Denisov. I told you he was violent and unstable. How do you think he'll react to losing a dozen of his men?
Think he'll kill Burke?
I have no idea. But now I'm afraid Denisov may not trust me, and I certainly don't trust you. The negotiations are over.
I was stupid to trust you.
Ruslan,
I was stupid to think that they respected us or would deal with us fairly.
take a breath. I told you to move the hostages. You did. Your assets are intact.
There's left behind the compound, abandoned by his commander.
Ruslan, he's more valuable alive than dead.
Not to me.
I hope it made you feel better. Not.
CIA kills you. You understand? Think of this. Yeah.
Sacrifice the bishop. Reykjavik, 72. God, I can remember it like it was yesterday. I was in Stephen Bash's rec room down in the basement eating a fried egg and bologna sandwich when he did it.
What? Who did?
Bobby Fischer. It was King 13, move 50. Rook takes bishop b5. He sacrificed his bishop. That's when Russia lost the Cold War. It was staggering. Spassky had no answer because he had no endgame. And neither do you. When you capture and kill a CEO, you incur the wrath of the company.
When you capture and kill a CIA agent, you incur the wrath of the U.S. government. That's boots on the ground, drones overhead. What will be your answer to that?
My men, losers.
Seeing the next move. People have been pillaging your country's resources since time began. Someone has to offer a better alternative. That someone could be you. Ruslan, there is an endgame here that you don't yet see. But you see it, don't you, Agent Burke?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Denisov here is so blinded by anger, he thinks this problem started when he became aware of it. But you and I both know that's not true. Why don't you tell us about Jabin?
I don't know anything.
The CIA put you here for a reason. They violated their own policy and federal law to hide you among locals because there's a secret they want to protect. Now tell us about Jabin.
No.
Make no mistake, Mr. Verne. My friend here is still making the bed he'll have to lie in for the rest of his life. But my bed is made, and I assure you, my bed accommodates a broad spectrum of behavior. So you tell us what little you know about Jabin, or I'll put you in the ground myself.
Welcome from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. The Timberwolves taking on the Nuggets. For Minnesota, they've shown no fear this season. Now on the road against one of the toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league.
To build the pipeline.
Nuggets.
And in return, you got a massive kickback and a piece of the ownership interest.
Well, it wouldn't be Christmas without NBA basketball. It's the gift of game day, Graham.
It is. Every player grew up watching these Christmas games, dreaming about playing in them one day. And these games are a highlight of the regular season.
Let's check out.
Damn, man. He tried to put that shit on.
Приди, Святой Дух, и все благословенные архангелы, святые Божии, молите за меня, грешника. Почему Господь скрывает свои лица от меня?
Maybe he doesn't like you. For you, I'm afraid absolution won't be quite so easy to obtain. I need all the details of exactly how the Anika oil rights were sold, for how much, including gratuities, contingencies, and all the participants.
I want absolution in the next world, not alive in prison in this one.
Minnesota starting lineup. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. Ray Daniels out there with Miller, and it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. Now here's MP. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, yes, government says this isn't torture. What do you think?
Rebounded by Minnesota. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Gobert. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match.
They've got a missing
PA, back to
persons
you.
case.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
The DC Harbor Master.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams
He showed
Charania
up
joining
when he was
us now.
holding Tom.
2K Insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
I didn't kill him. I didn't. It was Tom.
Keep their elite front court intact.
Why would Tom kill the one person in a position to rescue him?
To protect me.
One that
I
seems
realize
more
how
necessary
insane
than
this
ever in
is.
the loaded West, guys.
I met the Harbor Master the first time he showed up and gave him my card. Told him I was there searching for 2 fugitives. To explain why I was there. I had no idea Tom would kill him. I tried to stop it.
Was there witnesses? Somebody must have been watching Tom while you weren't there.
There was someone.
Thanks for coming down. I don't think I can. Shit. You can't keep me here.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here.
Just keeping it here? Just want to ask you a few questions, then you're free to go.
Jokic grabs the board.
Jokic
has got 4 rebounds in the game.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
News. I reconsidered our position negotiations were resumed.
And here's MP.
Did you talk to Denisov?
Fires
No
the
questions.
3. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
We have new evidence to present. There is one proviso, however. That mouthpiece from Annika, the one you spoke to, bring him along.
Wait, can't leave. Sean's doubled the guards outside. It's too risky.
To make sure everybody's on the same page here.
We'll come to you. See you in an hour.
We've been through this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
and a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Timberwolves, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for Denver,
I gotta say, Sam, I've seen guys tripped up
some
a lot of
impressive
things,
victories.
Zebra muscles. First, so you spoke to the shellfish inspector. You refused to let him board, and you promised to vacate the slip. See? I know you were thinking.
Putting the league on notice, they're playing with tremendous confidence.
Gentlemen are doing a wonderful job. Sorry. Traffic coming into the city. Ice and progress.
This is Dean Walker
Good ball
from
movement here
Anaheim.
by Minnesota.
Who's this?
The smoking gun.
No good. Had a chance to win the run there. And
The unit
here's
shop.
MP. He'll bring
This
it up
is
for the
the
Nuggets.
new evidence
They've
you were
been
talking
playing
about.
excellent team
Ex-ministry
basketball.
shop hasn't
9
been in
wins in a
power for
row.
20 years. With all due respect, sir, the man is not mentally well. Perhaps not, but in a bad world, only the matter say.
We'll see if they can keep it going.
How is he talking about history, Mr. Walker?
My new friend knows a great deal about the history of your company's pipeline.
History is not new evidence. Or maybe it is.
As it turns out, we do agree on one key detail. Your company's current pipeline is not the worst thing on earth.
And what is?
Another 3 for Denver.
The one Annika
And
built
what's
in
working here,
1988.
each guy
4
is willing
years
to
before the
make the
current
next
one.
pass.
Is that what he told you? The man is delusional.
And we're approaching.
There was only one pipeline. We broke ground to build it in 92. Read the contracts.
You're right. The contracts do say that.
It started before the wall fell. Uzbekistan was still a constituent republic of the Soviet Union. Mr. Gorbachev was changing our future. I was allowed to secretly open our markets for an American pipeline.
This is fiction.
I sold the rights to them that year, and they built the first pipeline right away. You couldn't even wait to do it right. We were all so greedy.
The first line was an unmitigated disaster. Hundreds.
About 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
Came in. I still see their faces.
Outside
The Soviet
McDaniels.
Union collapsed.
Pass to Miller.
And I
Now here's
paid Mr.
Edwards.
Job
Launches a 3.
orchestrate a
Drops in
cover-up.
the 3.
Bury
You
the
just
dead.
can't give Edwards a look from deep.
First
So
pipeline
David
ever
Adelman
existed.
decided to call timeout
It wasn't
here.
the only
He might have seen
disaster
something he needs
caused
to
by
review
those
with his
momentous
guys.
events. Hidden from view in the fog of a new world order.
It's a good story. But that's all it is. A story. A crazy old man.
Who happened to keep a complete set of the original documents in the hope that one day he might find the courage to set things right. Your engineers did better the second time around, at least this one.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there.
This is true.
Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for McDaniels.
Then you and the other high-level executives will be prosecuted.
Reparations can be paid to the alleged victims.
1:25 left in the first quarter. Pass to Brown. Look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. MP comes in for Brown. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Pickett. And then for Minnesota, Miller's checked in for Ingles. And Jaden McDaniels subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's MP. Give him 8 points now.
They're just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Timberwolves trail by 18. On the court for Minnesota. Edwards is the 2. Daniels the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Miller, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
I'll tell you what. They've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He ended up with 41 points, and he also turned in a season high in the rebound department. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Great report there, Allie. Impressive ability. Ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Timberwolves trail by 18. And Stan, after last season, Jokic was blunt. Asked if they had enough to win the title, he said they didn't.
Well, B.A., the challenge is improving this roster. And it's not easy to do with today's salary restraints, but they understand it's absolutely necessary.
Here's Floyd, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Again, MP missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know.
Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. MP finds Jokic. Back to MP. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. MP's got 16 points.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Wolves trail by 16. Outside, DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Denver. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
Aaron Gordon's checked in for Denver. Brown comes in for Hardaway. Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota. The triple hits for Edwards.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's MP from outside. And again, Denver with a three.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Edwards for three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And here's MP from outside. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending. In the triple. That's 3 in a row.
26 seconds left in the second. And here's Edwards outside. No good there. 5 for 11 in the contest.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
MP, that one's good.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Hey, yo, right here.
And here's Edwards outside. That one is off. And so it's the Denver Nuggets sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back after this word.
Hey, folks. First off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
Same company, right?
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn. And you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper. But if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart, and just taking what the defense gives him.
Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown, and it's Floyd in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for David Adelman. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, DA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Denver leading by 22. From deep, MP. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game, his three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Gobert. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beyond the arc. And MP with the 3. MP's got 30.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting a low 26% from the field. Now here's Edwards, covered by MP. Back to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Oh, waste. Wasted no time on that one. Floyd's got 9 points now in the second half.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Edwards against MP. Up and in on the layup. Edwards got 15 points.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
McDaniels against MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Edwards, the pass to Conley. The 3. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Miller. Edwards has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Up top, Gordon. Pass to Brown. 4-3. And again, Denver with a 3.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's Conley, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. No coverage that time. McDaniels gotten his second bucket of the game.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter, setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. Miller is out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the 3.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Edwards for 3, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Floyd. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their games.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring.
In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams, as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out. Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Outside McDaniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards against MP. Just 5 to shoot. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will. Dunk it on you.
Pass to MP. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. MP's got 47 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Najee, he's checked in for Valanciunas.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nuggets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that... stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him. Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
And again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. MP outside. Fires the 3. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's that time of the... Let's see some of the numbers here for Desmond Bane.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic.
Here we go.
And it's MP in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
MP looking around. And again for 3.
And, folks, he just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
Ever since entering the league just a few months ago, he has been on a mission to win. He's out there to ball. We've all seen it. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if he's unaware of the record.
And MP is clearly among the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. We've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph, and after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. This has truly been a special era, Clark, for this Nuggets franchise.
You know, it has been. There's no denying it. Over the last 5 years, they've held the second-best regular season record after the Celtics. Of course, the franchise got its first NBA title in 2023, thanks to the all-time greatness of Nikola Jokic.
Jokic with it, defended now by Wagner. Batadze against MP. This one for three, and again, it's the Nuggets from deep. So the Magic, their last game, a win against Charlotte.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now, MP. After Paolo Banchero misses from long range. MP fires from way outside. Another three for Denver.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
No shot!
Wagner wide open. Another miss by Orlando. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
I got shooter here. I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. I get the rebound. I got it. I got box here. I got box here. Quick out. Match up.
That free throw, no good. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And, chums, we appreciate the report. And now, let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He picked up 54 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant.